This video is brought to you by Osmocote, the planter's plant food.
Hi, I'm Marianne Binetti. It is autumn in the Pacific Northwest. It is time to dig and store tender bulbs like cannas. Now, this is a canna plant. This is Cannas Tropicana, a beautiful broadleaf, tropical-looking plant. I love it in tall containers because it grows tall. It had a big, tall bloom. I've already cut that off. Now what I'm going to do, because frost has bitten the leaves, you can see that the cold weather is coming. If I don't store these tender bulbs are bulbs like cannas and bananas and begonias that will not survive freezing winters. So I'm cutting it back. Time to remove my really cool orange balls that were drawing attention to the bold leaves of the canna. And then using the spade, I'm going to remove the bulbs from the container. But oh my goodness, it's grown so much this summer, I can hardly get these canna bulbs out of here. This means I may have to get a pruning saw, which is like a saw made exactly for situations like this, where you cut through and you can then get the cannas out. Sometimes the whole thing will just come up in one big swoop. See if I can get it out. I'm going to take this out. This is why it's kind of nice to divide plants and do them on a cool day like this, because you can work up a sweat getting these overgrown bulbs out of the planter. Now the reason that you have to, that's where it comes out, the reason that you have to store the cannas in a frost-free location is because they are tropical plants and they're going to freeze. Now, at this point, I can decide to try and divide up the bulbs like this. You see that's one. And if I pull this apart, I'm going to get another one. Or I can simply store them all together and divide them up in the spring. That one, bud came off. There's a nice bulb. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to store this entire clump. In the spring, I can divide it up better. So here's the secret. I'm going to place this in a paper bag, not a plastic bag. Very important for me, I wrote Canna on the bag, and I even put the date, May 1st, that I want to remind myself to replant these canna bulbs. May 1st is when the danger of frost is gone. I need a paper bag because I want the bulbs to breathe a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and leave the soil around them. No water all winter, but for added insulation, I am going to take some bubble wrap. I like using bubble wrap to insulate things in the garden. And I'm going to use the bubble wrap to kind of add some extra insulation to this paper bag. Do another layer of bubble wrap on this side. And this way, I don't have to store them inside my house. I'm going to store this bag of canna bulbs in an unheated garage. That's about enough protection here in Western Washington, or any place that you get maybe occasionally a freeze, but nothing below like 0 degrees. Okay, they're ready to go. I'll store them in the garage. May 1st, I'll replant them, and I'll have glorious cannas for another summer. This has been Marianne Binetti, Easy Answers for Great Gardens.